Now with the latest on the investigation. Good morning to you, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Robin. 24 hours after this assassination-style killing, the killer is at large, but he left behind a trail of clues here at the scene that may lead police to him and to a possible motive, suggesting anger with the insurance industry. This morning, a frantic manhunt for the man authorities spotted on this surveillance video shooting and killing Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare. Police said it was no accident.
Every indication is that this was a premeditated, pre-planned, targeted attack.
The gun appears to have a silencer and jammed. When the shooter cleared it, police say he fired again.
From watching the video, it does seem that he's proficient in the use of firearms, as he was able to clear the malfunctions pretty quickly.
All units be advised in regards to a confirmed male shot in the confines of Midtown North.
Police say it was around 6:45 a.m. Wednesday when the suspect, pictured at a Starbucks before the shooting, gunned down Thompson as he was walking alone into the Hilton for an investors conference. And in new video overnight, the shooter seen here about 20 minutes before the shooting.
They're looking for a male about 5 feet 10 inches in height, cream-colored jacket, black mask, black gloves.
It does seem.
This eyewitness snapping a picture of the suspect as he fled.
I was shocked, and I feared that he could shoot me too.
By the time police arrived, the suspect had run off and hopped a bike in that way. Detectives now working to determine whether he had pre-positioned that bike close by. New video overnight showing the suspect pedaling his bike on the Upper West Side. Officers found the 50-year-old insurance executive and father of two collapsed on the sidewalk. Did he have any known enemies or anyone that you've been able to find so far?
We're reaching out to law enforcement in Minnesota, and we're also interviewing his co-workers and family members to see if there have been any specific threats against him in the past.
To have a pillar of the community in New York, admittedly, for a stockholder meeting, to be gunned down on the street, it's just so foreign.
Even as the leader of a large corporation, Thompson did not have a security team with him. Investigators say they found shell casings with writing on them, including the words deny, defend, and depose. They also say they found a cell phone, granola bar wrappers, and a water bottle they believe are linked. The NYPD increased patrols and security in the subways.
Event here.
A family is now grieving this loss. Thompson's wife, Paulette, telling ABC News, "We are shattered to hear about the senseless killing of our beloved Brian. Brian was an incredibly loving, generous, talented man who truly lived life to the fullest and touched so many lives."
A pillar of the community.
Defend and
much for coming on. And obviously we have this conversation sending condolences to Brian Thompson's family. But we're talking about the response from many people on social media that does not offer that and seems to almost be, as you have said in a social media post, you're calling it callous. That's how a lot of it appears. There are 112,000 laughing emoji reactions on a Facebook post from United Healthcare parent company to a man being murdered on the sidewalk in Manhattan. Why are people having this? Why is there this collective response from people?
Masked gunman ambushed him, firing multiple shots before fleeing the scene. The witnesses say the suspect, described as a white male in cream-colored jacket and black mask, escaped through an alleyway and fled on a bike. Thompson was rushed to Mount Sinai Hospital in critical condition, but was pronounced dead shortly after.
Fair enough, yeah. Sure. That's a great demo. Sure. He's got his jacket on. Backpacks. $100. Sure.
Hope everyone's good. Just doing a quick video on this United Healthcare worker who got apparently gunned down. But do we trust the news? No. There are some very interesting things to look at. When you look him up, you can find that he's involved in some kind of apparent fraud, insider trading apparently. Okay, very interesting. And how quickly, well, I'll get to the other part, what I was about to say, but look at the time, 6:45, outside of Hilton Midtown Hotel. Hilton Hotel, HH. That's interesting too, the HH. I think shaking my head had that in there. But it's on 6th Avenue near 54th Street. So see that again? See 6th Avenue near 54th Street. Flip that around, 45. They love to do that. Police recovered a backpack with Monopoly money in it. 13 and 13. Very interesting. And so you're trying to tell me that they cannot find this guy? You know, they could find me within 7 minutes if they really wanted to, but they're not able to find him. I'll leave all the links of the videos because that one guy was showing you how far it was. And 15, you know, 3 miles, 1,500. They love the 15, the square of Saturn. The suspect approached Thompson from behind at 6:44. Notice 6:44, right? And delay, deny, depose. Very weird, but it equals 12. Police found a coffee cup, did they? Okay. And is already doing some DNA testing. Lastly, he graduated. Oh, yeah, this was interesting. Now, Brian Thompson graduated from Iowa in 97, working at a Price Waterhouse Coopers as a manager. Then all of a sudden, he joins the United Health Group in 2004. Think of how little time that is. And he becomes a CEO of a United Healthcare government program. Just think about that. To me, that's too fast. I mean, who was he? Obviously has to be a club member. And then the wife, you know, talking about her husband there. Look, I don't trust any of them. I don't trust this Tish lady, you know, another Harvard graduate. And look how she says, Harvard Law School taught me how to think, how to put arguments together. It almost looks like she's doing the M hand sign there, but you know, whatever. I didn't find a whole lot on her. Some interesting pictures. This one here to me looks like a voodoo doll. But anyway, I don't trust anybody. I don't even trust the other man that she was standing next to, because they helped raise what, 13 for the City Harvest, New York. That's connected to BlackRock, Blackstone, Bloomberg Philanthropies. Really? And that guy's name is Kenny, Joseph Kenny. Look, there's so many odd things here. An American Legion post, right? So he went and was giving honor here at the bottom picture and humbled to be in attendance yesterday. Holy Name Society, an American Legion post. Why would anyone go there unless they're a club member? And then yesterday I noticed this. So this guy had a fake ID. Fake ID is Mark Rosario, and this guy's name is Luigi Mangione. So they finally got a name. Look at the dates they chose for him, though. 6/18/2024, and expires on 7/21/28. When you look at those dates, I'm just saying, very, very interesting. Another very interesting story, I'm repeating that word over and over again, was this. And I'll share the clip in just a second, but it was a Rothschild who passed away. So, bizarre things happening. I don't trust any of it. I'm sorry. They want everyone to be angry at the healthcare. That's how they're wanting everyone to twist their minds, that they don't like the healthcare system, and that's why he probably got gunned down, and how callous people are and laughing. And I'm not laughing. I'm just making a statement that I don't trust the news. And if he's in the club, who knows? Maybe he went in underground. He did his job, or maybe he wasn't in the club and this was his initiation and he had to fall in order for his family to continue. How do we know? We don't know. All we know is that they're all club members and they have been doing this for a very long time. And they're all in the family with the Jesuits, with everyone else. Someone came on there and said on one of my last videos saying that Catholics don't accept Freemasons. No, but Freemasons accept anyone of any religion. And even the high Catholics, they are a part of clubs. I'm sorry, you'll have to research and look into these things, but all I can tell you is it's happening all around us. Yes, they have gotten into the church. They've gotten into all the churches. Like Rick Joyner is a Knights of Malta and doesn't deny it. Instead, they brushed it under the carpet and let everything keep going. It's amazing the times we're living in. All I can say is you trust in God and His Word alone, and hope that you have Jesus in your heart, because He's the only one that is going to help us to stay calm, keep joy in our hearts, and not be living in fear. He'll provide us with all that we need every single day until the end. All right, God bless you guys. Take care. Just thought I'd share that. I'll share the video clip of Rothschild just a little bit there in the end, but I'll leave all the links below. All right, God bless. Take care. Until next time.
Discovery inside, and it turns out the man who lived there might have been a billionaire, but found the home's elderly occupant dead inside. Neighbors identifying him as Will Rothschild of the Rothschild family.
It was more than just a house fire. It was a fatal one. 86-year-old William de Rothschild found dead inside of his home. Brian Lindsay has lived in Lookout Mountain for roughly 25 years.
It's a colorful place with a lot of colorful people, and Will was sort of classic Laurel Canyon, wonderful guy.
Brian and others say William was known in Laurel Canyon and known in Los Angeles for a specific passion.
His thing was cars. He was an expert on vintage race cars, and he would show me some of his vintage race cars, and he knew so much about them. He had a vintage race car that had belonged to Frank Sinatra, and another one that had belonged to Michael Jordan.